numbskulls. I'm broadcasting.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 374 of Truth by WDR. And this is actually, yes, I do count them, my 164th live show coming to you from PPN and emanating out all over this planet. We have just created a new division in the House of Sparks, which is called Energy, Frequency, and Vibration. Okay, so we got a new division and we got a new head of this division. John Baxter has just been assigned to be the top dog number 5. So he is the number 5 guy in my entire organization. He is the top dog of energy, frequency, and vibration. So without any further ado, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to present to you Mr. John Baxter. Let this crowd settle down. John, they're a little rowdy. Let's bring him in here. There we go. Let's go this way. There he is, ladies and gentlemen. Our newest club member, our top dog number 5 of Energy, Frequency, and Vibration. A bronze club member, by the way, John Baxter. John, welcome to the show.
WDR, thank you. I heard all that, and I can respond to some of that, but thank you. And it's exciting to be a part of it. And I know you've been working on it for a long time, and I'm here to assist with what I have, what I know, and offer all types of people as well to make this a success. So love what you're doing with it, and there needs to be more awareness. So in my God-appointed meeting with you today,
right?
Something that we love is Nikola Tesla. So, before I get into that, I'm John Baxter. I'm the CEO of Anti-Aging Bed. I have my own pain to purpose story, how I broke my neck and I took and I refused a surgery, and I took this into my own hands. And essentially in 2014, I healed myself. And since then, I've been able to master technologies and know what I can do, know what I can't do, learn lessons in life. I'm just a student of life, and that's where it should stay, because God Almighty, He has all the information, and He gives us access to it if we can download it, if we're cognizant, if we're aware enough, if we're living in faith, trusting God and the universe, that everything's going to be well and okay. And in that position, spiritual position, that's where I found Nikola Tesla. So a long time ago, when a lot of people didn't know the truth, I was a truther over a decade ago, and a lot of you guys were too. But I would say that, going through so many things I can't even talk about because it's pretty crazy, but I've been through a lot of stuff at the level of not only just breaking my neck, right? But also I've been a truther in the sense of connecting dots. And when you're talking about the spectrum or even a circle, all information, all truth is circular in nature. It all connects, whether it's a spiral or a full circle or it stretches out in a field. All truth that's real truth will connect. And when that truth does connect, the future and the paradigm among us is just going to change.
John, if I could ask you, how did you break your neck? Because that was your pain to purpose story, if I'm not mistaken. How did you break your neck, John?
Well, it was a state title match after high school in Greco-Roman. So I won state in every style of wrestling in Indiana, where it's really, it's a good sport there, and just like it is in Pennsylvania.
So you were a wrestler.
Yeah, I broke my neck on my own move, and I had a Jean-Claude Van Damme moment, and I actually won that match with no hands, not even squeezing as a wrestler, as a finals match.
Whoa, that's amazing. Now, this was in high school?
This is in college.
Oh, so you wrestled in college?
Yeah, and mainly I got a scholarship as well. But I also did this in the AAU, so I was wrestling year-round. So in the wrestling year-round, there's another style called Greco-Roman. It's really aggressive. Someone's going to get thrown, and Something's going to happen.
Oh,
Uh,
really?
it's a wilder judo, much more wilder, in the sense of physicality and the ability to throw someone. I got a pilot's license in throwing, and I can say that because my coach was Jim Humphrey. He was Olympic coach, silver medalist, and he was my coach at the time, so I didn't want to let him down. But also, I had many students too. So I come from a wrestling coach background, of course. So, but the passion I had that I had in that sport, I never gave up on my healing. I refused the surgery with confidence, even though I lived with chronic pain for 15 years. So it wasn't an easy route, and that's just one of the things that's happened to me. That's at that level, the craziness that God brought me through. So really, your healing has to go to your mind, your head space, and your heart. If you want to heal yourself, you got to heal your head and your heart. Um, and I say that in just vague terms, but you can dive deep into that and think about where you go from there. So no matter what the challenge is, no matter what the adversity is, you can get through it. And that's boldly stated, but it's the truth. You have prayer, you have many things, and you also have this technology. So I healed myself, and not only did I heal myself, I got extremely spiritual in the process, and that's where I felt like Nikola Tesla was closer to God than most people. So, and he even tells you, we're not disconnected. We're actually connected through a static electricity. We are one right now. It's just that our brains tell us different. The media tells us different. So we've been born in this fashion. And even when we're born, we get separated. But it's in a strong tribe of a group of people that are connected that you can understand this connection to all things in all things. So you'll realize that, yeah, maybe the newspaper wasn't on the porch this morning, but also in some sense, this is the quantum realm we live in, and everything is connected. And it sounds a little far outlandish, but at the same time, nothing is connected. We live in this duality, and it's through the unification of this understanding that we're truly living in truth and awareness and being in a state of harmony and balance. And I am a martial artist, and I've continued my exercises and my understanding. I've been all over the world. I've been to Shaolin Temple. I did all this stuff to understand the movement energy of the breath, the mind, and the heart. So that's how I was able to keep this passion toward it. Call me a Christian monk, though. Call me a Christian monk that studied all this stuff and had no other options in life, maybe. And so, no options gives you a great platform. And you start telling yourself you have, sometimes in a good sense, no options. You can utilize these things to get yourself over whatever obstacle or hump you think there is, because you only think there is that option. But in actuality, when you start understanding a lot of this stuff and researching, that you're more than capable through epigenetics to tell yourself and your mind what you can and cannot do. So the beautiful thing is, with this frequency technologies, we're going to give you some tools, some other tools that you can use. And it goes from all types of things. You name it, the worst scenario to the least. It's not for everyone. It's not emergency medicine, breaking a leg. But I can tell you that Nikola Tesla, on a big level, kept me God. And when I got spiritually enlightened in 2014, sounds pretty crazy, but I can tell you, when you're vibrating at a certain frequency, and this body that was given to you as a gift, they don't know anything about space, and they definitely might know something about the body, but they don't really know a lot about the body. They've made it dislocated. All the information about health is scattered and separated, and when you pull it together, you'll understand that Nikola Tesla, you think Donald Trump's right about everything he says. Nikola Tesla's damn sure he's right about almost everything he says. but you have to be a witness of a lot of information to make his information even make sense to most people. And I say that because when you're reading Nikola Tesla, and I expect and I hope that you all do, that you'll realize he was a humanitarian. He was a good person at heart. And even though he was the foundational to everything that we know that we're living through and understanding, is that, he believes in the flat earth, believe it or not. That's called the dynamic theory of the dynamic theory of gravity. So if you want to read the dynamic theory of gravity, love that book. I think they banned it. You might not be able to find it, but he tells you there's stars in the firmament. He tells you how he figured out how the AC coils were designed based on his looking at the sun. All this stuff, and I'm not a witness to all his patents, and neither did I go through most of them. I went to the core root of what was important to me in regards to health. I do have a show that I coming out with a couple different documentaries, but I also made a documentary about Nikola Tesla, about his workings in holistic health, starting with grounding, my patented technology that we've patented 3 different times. And it goes to the core root of all things Nikola Tesla, from grounding, one of his patents, all the way up to frequency, energy, vibration. And the beautiful thing is that this is available to all of us. Let's say we were dropped off in some remote island and living there for so many centuries, family members, this or that, we would come to this same truth that Nikola Tesla brought to us. So it's the world has a way to give us truths if we're able to receive them. So you can collect all these truths and you can find yourself in the same place Nikola Tesla, but you don't have to. He's already done the work. I don't have to know what Nikola Tesla knows. I'm more of a visionary at this point. And because I'm a visionary and understand so many different concepts and truths, that's why I put this together. Because let me tell you this. Have you ever heard someone say, I'm going to wait for the med beds to come out? You probably have, right? But let me ask you this. If Nikola Tesla was alive today, would he be able to create a med bed? So ask yourself that, and ask yourself, if technologies are available to do what he was doing back in the 1900s, which was more advanced what they're doing today, what other scientists, what other foundational doctors have put their time into figuring out the rest of his puzzles that he gave us the foundation to? We have 100 years of plus of technology and understanding and documents to prove that from grounding to frequency medicine, it's proven and it's documented to the level of understanding what's going on. So at the level of a DARPA or a deep state or even a white hat deep state, they were all connected at one time. What would they create? So I'm a public. I'm in the public. I speak about it. So I'm willing to take any information and answers on any one of you. I'm not hiding behind a curtain. So that's why I come forth in talking about this technology. And what I can say is that we're one of the very few companies that can prove their technology with a meter. We don't make bold claims, nor is not everything proven. I can prove to you so many different things with measurement devices, showcasing all the frequencies for the last 100 years, but all of our technology from grounding, this or that, we can prove and measure. And that's why we won World's Greatest Health Technology, selected by Bloomberg out of all the top companies. They said I won in a landslide because this guy has a supplement. He's telling you he's got the greatest thing in the world. This guy's got a big machine and he's telling it's great thing in the world. And I was telling him I combined as many and as much, absorbed as many and as much technology as I could. I could prove it at every step of the way. And not only that, that's why they chose me. Landslide because we created a Tesla med bed, created 5 different Tesla technologies based on his first technology, and we focused on this. We didn't come up with wild claims. And actually, this is where I hope to do at the House of Sparks. Putting this information, offering this stuff to the public for free, possibly, and getting the word out there, because today is today, tomorrow is tomorrow. Things get better, and I don't plan on stopping my progress toward getting better all the time. And I live by that principle that I learned from my coaches at a young age: get a little bit better each day, no matter what. You stack this with many different things. I think I'm getting better at 20 different things each day. So I would say that thank you, WDR, for giving me this platform to speak my message. And I'm so honored to be a part of this House of Sparks, because I can tell you that there's lots and lots of amazing people and things coming at the forefront. And I've been very fortunate and lucky that people wanted me to be a part of so many things. So thank you again, WDR. Or I can keep going. I'll show you some stuff, guys. How about that? I'll show you the Tesla med bed. It's a machine right here. It's working. It looks like a sports car. It's got all of our technology: light, sound, frequency, vibration, oxygen, grounding, far infrared, EMF shielding, photonic light therapy, sound therapy, all the frequencies. This is my biggest and best. This is my biggest and best machine I've ever created. And hands down, it's pound for pound the most powerful machine that you guys will ever see today. Also, as you guys know me from the bedding side of the thing, now this is an adjustable bed with massage, zero gravity position. It's on a conductive mattress with grounding, far infrared, EMF shielding cover. We've created a consumer version of the machine over there. It has the light at the top too. Excuse me. And the frequencies you can get through gloves. Now, the cool thing is that I just wanted to show you a little bit of that today. But what I can tell you is, like I said, you can measure everything. You can put on socks. You can use electrodes. You can also get it from the light. So you're getting sound, light, and direct current, direct electron current to your body at a specific frequency. I don't think a lot of people have done this before. And the styles and methods that were used in the past, we made them feel almost obsolete. So we're getting the direct connection of specific current. We call it IES, intermittent electrical stimulation. And we moved it all the way over into the actual running the specific hertz frequencies. So that's the beauty of this technology. It's versatile. You can use it at home. And why we're the future of healthcare is because you're given all the information you need and you can make your own best decisions. And that's something that's very different than the thing of the past. We do have a scanner. We have a scanner that can scan the frequencies in your body. We call it the holographic scan. The scan to see what impaired cells are available to be seen and scanned. So when we do a scan, only the stuff that's impaired shows up. This gives us a basis to help understand what might be going on. A lot of times we find different things, just like blood tests, right? You can only find what you're looking for. And if you don't even look for it, you won't even find it. So that's why everyone doesn't know what's going on. And that's why you're given likely antibiotics. And likely the antibiotics stop working, or they get confused because they're using the same stuff or the wrong stuff, or you got to get on some different stuff. So not with this. We scan and we can look for things. I'm not saying all of it's there, but I can say the vast majority of humanity has these frequencies because of hero-like, warrior-like doctors and inventors who documented all this stuff. So we actually have these censored books, um, and also that's the format that we base our frequencies on. So that's why we can prove and tell, like, for instance, even in the Tesla medbed I showed you, combining oxygen with frequencies, does it enhance the effectiveness of the frequencies if you're using oxygen? So these are some of the studies that we're doing, and it's very prominent what a lot of this stuff is saying. But I can prove to you that, if you guys want to come check it out, you can. I would like to get this stuff into the House of Sparks, of course, and I think it's a good starting point because we're so far ahead, likely for some people 10 years ahead of most. So as time goes on, we get better each day, and we create a little bit better products that become more affordable and more powerful over time. So that's a little bit about me. Of course, I'm excited and just to be a part of this group and be a part of the House of Sparks. So if you want to lead in, WDR, talk too much. So yes, is there any questions, guys? Is there any questions? You can check it. See here. Love to answer your guys' questions, so I'm going to pull up the Patriot Party news here. All right. So, yeah. Cool. Well, I guess I'll just keep going. And not being able to see really any comments or anything like that. But our location here in Orlando is 997 West Kennedy Boulevard, suite number 25. We offer this service to the public. And we have anywhere from 15 to 25 people here almost every day. And we offer this free with demonstrations. We offer free product demonstrations. You can come back as many times as you want. But we've been a source for veterans and all types of people that have a hard time figuring out what's going on. We do the product demonstration, and these products you can have in the comfort of your own home as well. If you want to start a wellness center, that's another way people find us too. A lot of people want to do rewarding work from here on out. So I got WDR calling me. Hey, WDR. Okay.
But my internet's down. I think I've been attacked because I had you on. I'm not sure. But way to go to pick up the ball, my man, like a good House of Sparks management member would.
I'm ready. I'm ready to go. Anything happens, like I told you, I got a lot of martial art training, and from there, I just keep going.
I like that. So this is very weird. So did you notice I dropped off, or what's happening out there? It's weird. I don't have internet, but I do have my phone here.
So basically, it shows live. It's stuck in the position with me, and thank God we have WDR on here, guys. Hopefully, you can hear him. But yeah, it's just running, basically.
That's wild. So I'm not on, but you are, which is cool. So I'm guessing. So is this the first you noticed I wasn't there?
Well, I was trying to speak to you a couple times, and it wasn't popping up. So
okay, cool. Well, I'm glad you just went on. Then way to go. The show must go on. But just to let everybody know, my internet's down. I'm trying to bring it back. I thought my show was over, but I'm so glad to see you're still going there, John. So why don't we just try to do it this way? I don't know how good my audio is out to those guys, but it is out to you. So, and I don't know what you're talking about, but I'm guessing you're just talking about your products and so forth. And I don't know what you said, but can you give us an overview of the products that you have created or used or whatever? Can you give us like an overview of all the products? Because I know I really like to get your med bed. I mean your grounding bed cover and so forth. But could you give our audience an overview of all of your products? Because here's the deal, folks. We're going to want to bring all of your wherewithal into the House of Sparks to share. So can you tell us all the amazing products you have, John?
Yeah, so we have 70 technologies that we had to wrap our head around. So we got 70 technologies, and we kind of understand different technologies and how they work. So we have, also what could be made now because of the different wars and stuff, what can be altered. So we try to stick to USA manufacturing, and that's where our bed covers made in North Carolina. It took me 6 years when I lived in South Carolina to create this product. So it's a special product because China hasn't figured out how to make it yet. And I had
John, were you the first person to come up with the concept of the grounding bed cover?
Okay, so there's other grounding products, but his name is Clint Ober. He was around for 20 years doing this, and I don't think it really ever took off because the product was a recalled product. So if you have one of these checker pattern grounding, I didn't want to launch with a recalled product. And it's made in China, and as soon as you lay on it, it stretches the threads. My claim is that I created the first stretchable conductive thread with silver.
Right.
That's where my patents are, because the other stuff never really made a hit. You can get it for dirt cheap, and people know so much, but they don't, right? They get it, and you lay on it for within 3 weeks, it's obsolete. You stretch the threads stop becoming grounded or conductive. It no longer becomes grounded. It starts with this, and I have 3 patents in grounding. And not only that, we embedded far infrared. We embedded it has the EMF shielding component in it and the antimicrobial silver. So you have 4-in-1 technology with us. We have a resistor in ours that protects you in case something happens. That's something unique. So all my patents superseded the old patents of a technology that was in its infancy and created a fragile product. So you'll still see fragile products out there. And the thing is, we're going toward changing the world. There's no sense in offering this. Mainly because you can lay on ours on a mattress, possibly at the 10-year mark. It has a 5-year limited warranty and a 1-year full replacement warranty. We've been washing these covers. They're breathable. They're not a mat. And also with those 4-in-1 technology, that is the foundation of how I got here. Little did I know, with all the other stuff I loved and worked on, that it would pull together. But I knew that this was the first thing that had to be done to make a durable product that lasted, that shielded you from EMFs. And we call it anti-aging bed because we combined in the health technologies of far infrared and grounding and combine them. So that's why it's called the anti-aging bed cover. That is the foundation. We have blankets, pillowcases, you name it. We even have the shielding canopy, like a Faraday cage that goes around you. We have all that stuff, and then from there, we have so many different frequency technologies. We've tried to break it down into our 3 main types of frequency technologies, and that's sound, light, and then direct connection with all the frequencies. And depending on the power of the machine, a lot of people have heard the little PEMF mats and stuff. A lot of them cost $6,000. They literally give you the best is a little bit of circulation, pain relief, and it actually injures your health. This was the prior art. We went from, and you'll see this a lot with everything around us. We started small and humble, but everything we go toward, people, the top of the top, pick us. And the reason is because we have a leap. This is a huge leap in understanding. This is a huge leap in how we understand the body. And like I said, I'm an inventor, but I'm really also a visionary. So I pull this stuff together. What makes the most sense? I can tell you what makes the most sense. You're going to spend 6 to 8 hours every night going to bed anyways. Why not take care of yourself before, during, and when you wake up? Do your health technologies and protocols then while you're sleeping. And that's what we did. We did that with the bed that I showed you guys. It has the gloves, the frequency, the hook ends, the light therapy, the sound therapy, the direct connection. And that was our entry level one to the med bed. And we didn't, at that time, a lot of people believed our grounding cover was the med bed. So when we get up to the hyperbaric chamber, what you see is that we hooked all these different technologies and more into the Tesla med bed. So that's why I was pretty confident when I said, knowing I've been to all the shows, I've spoken on a lot of the top stages in this industries, biotech, anti-aging, biohacking, all these different ones. And by far and wide, no one's figured out how to do all the combination of technologies into one system. So that's a beautiful situation for all of us. Like we did this, and along with God, we literally had the intention over 10 years ago to be here at this very moment, so that your God appointed meetings, when it's the time's right when God chooses.
So, absolutely. Hey, now, John, I know you have to leave here very soon to pick up your daughter. So I'm wondering how my audio is getting out to the people. I wonder if they're hearing me. Do you think they're hearing me?
I think so.
Okay, cool. So what I'm just a programming note here. We're going to have to cut this show to an hour show because John's got a bump out here. You got about 5 minutes, but I can see here. But I wanted to close this off by getting to something. First of all, John, I just want to let you know once again how honored we are to have you as a part of the House of Sparks team. And I want everyone out there, if they can hear me, to know that the House of Sparks has just got an amazing new member. One thing I have to speak about real quickly, when everyone gets into the House of Sparks, they get something called an American Sparks account profile number. I have a computer system, so that identifies you within my system. But I just want you to know, John, that you have gotten your own special number, your own ASAP number, which is 369. Numbers mean anything to you?
I mean, that means I'm in the right place. I'm in the right place then. Thanks. I'm in the right place.
Yeah, you definitely are, my friend. And like I said, we're so honored to have you. We got so much work to do. I would have liked to talk a little more about what we can do, but it seems like my internet has been attacked and I cannot be getting up, and you've got to leave here very soon. But just let everybody know, this is very simply a part one with John. We've got so many things to do and so many things to talk about. And I don't know if you know, John, but the slogan of the House of Sparks is commit thy work to God. And I am quite sure that you have done so. We all know that I have done so, and we are going to make a great team. I want to welcome you to the House of Sparks management team, top dog of energy, frequency, and vibration. So we probably should head towards a wrap up here, but I know you've been on Nicholas a lot, so let me make you feel at home. Is there anything else you'd like to share with our viewers before we finish?
Well, I like to do a couple more shows with you every once in a while, WDR, and cover this information because it's vast. It's a lifetime of work. And depending on, which book we take off the shelf, even with Nikola Tesla and all this other stuff, I think it's important that we raise awareness and information because without it, we're all doomed. And we're going to be fine, of course. But, of course, I feel like the need to get information and education out there like never before because if we don't do that, they're going after our baby boomers, the people that are aware and cognizant, and they're trying to stuff them. And we got to stick strong and stay on the path. so that we can see a lot of these amazing things that we hoped and wanted and wished for come to fruition. So, I'm available. I'm here with WDR, and I'd like to see about putting something amazing together that we can really represent what we believe. And that's not always easy to do, but I can tell you with the Patriot movement, the Truther movement, what I created is something that you can be proud of. That I didn't step in that big mess we call sick care, not to have something you couldn't prove. So the beauty is that that's the intention and goal, to make something that humanity and all of us could be proud of. And all I can tell is that today is just today, and tomorrow is tomorrow. So the quicker we all understand and learn, just the better off we are. So I'd like to leave it as that, WDR.
That sounds great. And if you'd like, John, I'd like to have you on my show on Tuesday next week, if you can. And hopefully my internet will not be messed with like it is. But thank you so much for coming on the show today, John. Thank you for picking the ball up here, man. You're good in emergency management. It was so funny. I thought I was dead in the water, and I logged on with my phone, and I hear that you're talking, and I'm like, how can this be? But it's got a point of connections. Maybe the title of this show was a little more kismet than we think. Some evil demonic cabal bastard kicked me off the internet here, but God left you there to share a message. So thank you all for watching the show today. It's an hour show, and let's see if we can pick this back up on Tuesday, my friend.
For sure. So thank you, WDR, and thank you for all of his fans. We're here making beautiful things happen around the world. So thank you guys so much. Thank you, WDR.
You bet. We'll talk soon. Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye, guys.